What's up, NFL fans? What's up, Dolphin Nation? And what's up, PhinsTalk family? In today's video, we're going to go ahead and talk options. What options do the Miami Dolphins really have in terms of Tua Tagovailoa? I got the idea from watching another YouTuber for this video, but I'm doing it a little bit different. So, what are the options that the Miami Dolphins have in terms of Tua Tagovailoa? You can cut Tua Tagovailoa in 2026. That would be financially brutal for the Miami Dolphins. A June 1st cut release triggers a $99.2 million dead cap hit, while a post June 1st cut spreads the damage and it's $67.4 million in 2026 and $31.8 million in 2027. Tua Tagovailoa's 2026 cap impact breakdown. Cap hit $56.27 million. Base salary cap $39 million. Total guaranteed $167.1 million. Contract signed 4 years for $212.4 million from 2024 to 2028. A pre-June 1st cut clear is nearly impossible due to the massive dead cap and negative savings. A post-June 1st release softens the blow, but still burdens the team with $99.2 million over 2 years. Trade is the only real and viable option, in my opinion. Path to meaningful savings, especially post-June 1st, but would require Miami to find a willing partner to likely eat part of his salary. In other news, former defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver is now the official defensive coordinator of his former team as a player and as a defensive line assistant, the Baltimore Ravens. Also, Jeff Hafley has decided to keep 2 defensive assistants from the previous regime. Joe Barry, the linebackers / running backs coach during the previous regime, seems like he's only going to be working with the linebackers coach, with the linebackers this time around. Stayed on staff serving in the same role as Mike McDaniel in 2024 and 2025. Previously a defensive coordinator with the Packers from 2021 to 2023. Highly regarded for developing linebacker Jordan Brooks into a first-team All-Pro. Will now work under new DC Sean Duggan. Work. Because remember, Jeff Hafley will be calling the plays. Also, Austin Clark, defensive line coach, has been retained by head coach Jeff Hafley. Austin Clark is another defensive assistant that has been retained by coach Jeff Hafley. One of the longest tenured Dolphins assistants, predating even the Mike McDaniel era, retained due to strong reputation and success developing young defensive linemen, including rookie Kenneth Grant, which had 29 pressures, strong run-stopping production, considered a stabilizing voice on the defensive staff. Guys, I like the hire of Sean Duggan because he's had a long tenured relationship with Hafley, but he's only going to be helping in preparation of the Sunday and the weekly games. He won't be calling the plays, but he'll help with the scheme. He'll help with the planning for each individual game. I like the fact that they kept the linebackers coach. The defensive line coach has been so-so because the defensive line has not been able to get any pressure per se. So it's kind of so-so for me in that aspect. But I understand why they kept him at the same time, because they want to keep continuity. In terms of Tagovailoa, in my opinion, it's either going to be a trade or they're going to keep him sitting on the bench, just like Kirk Cousins. We'll see what happens with that. But that's my opinion in the same that because you don't want to burden the team with the new head coach and the new general manager where they can't do any moves. So we'll see what happens with that. But the trade would be the most likely scenario. I don't think he would stay behind another starting quarterback, especially a quarterback that they possibly wanted to develop. Unless it's a bridge quarterback, maybe he might stay with a bridge quarterback. That's a wait and see, but I gave you 4 options. He stays, he gets traded, he gets released, and we take the hit just like the Denver Broncos did with Russell Wilson, or just cutting him loose and taking the massive hit, or him being a backup here, just like Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was a backup in Atlanta and had signed that big contract after they got Penix from the draft. So, leave me your comments down below, and like always, I appreciate your support. And what do you think will happen with Tua? And what do you think the head coach, the GM, and the the brass of the Miami Dolphins are going to do with Tua? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Like always, I appreciate your support. And like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Dolphins.